We're here with the first place OTS tournament deck profile. Undefeated, by the way. Literally
undefeated.
Didn't drop a match all day. I certainly didn't win against him either. So this is Bryan guy. He actually went first place in our OTS tournament. It's the first event.
Matt to prove it.
Yeah.
Matt to prove it.
Yeah, Matt to prove it.
Matt to prove it.
This is the first event back in forever. It feels like at our own actual OTS Millennium Games, and we came in today on 1.5 hours of sleep and somehow managed to take it home. We both got top 8, and thank God Bryan took it home, or I was never gonna let him live it down. So, what were you playing today, Bryan guy?
I played what I think is the best meta killing deck in the entire room, and it clearly was, and it is Live Twins. This deck is legit insane. Deck was wild all day.
So why is the deck so good right now?
It is literally, it reminds me of Virtual World or Tri Brigade. It's kind of like a mid-range deck, but it's every card is basically a 1-card combo, and you have room for 18 to 21 hand traps, and then post-board you can be 26 hand traps. It's legit insane. The amount of going second cards that you can play in this deck to stop your opponent, and then just use your 1-card starters to get your engine rolling. Once your engine's online, it just recycles itself. Once the deck is online, it's really hard to stop.
But yeah, all right, we're going to get rid of the deck profile theme. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, telling Bryan congratulations, and don't worry, my deck profile is coming tomorrow. I know everyone's really excited.
First off, shout-outs. Shout-outs to Plussy and Miney, my favorite Pokemon.
Bro.
Pokemon named them incorrectly.
It's Plusle and Miney.
But yo, Miney was literally the coolest field center all day. It allowed me to 2-0 every single opponent, minus Thunder Dragons.
Truly intimidating here.
Yeah, it was wild. And then other shout-outs. I gotta do it. I don't want to do it, but shout out to Mount Fuji.
I was just gonna say,
I gotta shout out Fuji. Mount Fuji told me to play 3 cross out, and he was wrong on Thursday, but today he was kind of right. So shout out to Fuji. Obviously, love you. And Sub Squad, everyone else, everyone here, everyone that I played, Para especially. Para's profile will be up soon. He's our Sky Striker player. But yeah, let's just get into the deck.
All right.
Sick. So okay, cool. So the deck, I feel like this deck is super standard.
Yeah.
But it is 3 copies of blue and 3 copies of red. So what they do is on normal or special summon, when you do not control any other monsters, they just retrieve the other color from the deck. The best Ash bait, the legitimate, just the best imperm bait. It's super great. You play a bunch of extenders. No one knows how to play against this deck, so it doesn't matter. They're all Cybers. Keep that in mind. The Cybers is mad important when it comes to this. So yeah. And then your extenders are going to be 1 copy of the Lila Treat, and then the 2 copies of the Kill Frost.
Shiny Starlight.
These both special summon themselves if you have the opposite color from the hand, and once again, ton of extenders, they are searchable. So the worst card, actually this card is insane. This card, while you control an Evil Twin Link and your opponent adds a card from the deck to the hand, it's not the draw phase, you can banish it and draw a card. Insane. You're drawing 2 cards.
I feel like this deck draws so
You're drawing
much.
two cards on your turn, and you're drawing 3 cards basically on your opponent's turn. It's insane.
Wow.
And then the best and worst card in the deck, literally in almost every single opening hand.
The Brick!
The Brick! This card is wild. The only reason we play this is because Trouble Sunny has the effect in Graveyard where you can banish it, send an Evil Twin monster from hand, deck, or field, and just non-targeting send any card on the field.
I think that's pretty whack.
It's
Ban
wild.
Trouble Sunny 2022.
Yeah. No. This card's just insane though. It legitimately just allows you to send cards. And then, we're playing Konami, dog, we gotta talk.
Did you even use this today?
I actually resolved this 3 times.
Really?
Get rid of this card. This card is legitimately not fair. It's not fun to play. It's not fun to play around. I will say, I resolved it twice, and I resolved cross out, banishing this more. Or negating it more.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. That is the main deck monster lineup for the engine.
Man, that's pretty.
And then we play 1 Veiler.
For cross out.
Yeah, literally for cross out. 3 Ash. 3 Ogre. Card was insane today. Absolutely insane. 3 Nib in the main deck. This is something I need to talk about real fast. A lot of people are dropping Nib. In this specific deck, you are literally playing the deck incorrectly if you are not main decking 3 Nibiru. Nib is only good with multiple hand traps, and as we I'm sorry, how many is this? Oh,
a couple.
We have these, and then on top of that, we have these.
That's fair.
The amount of going second cards that you can just mainboard is insane, and then sideboard we have 6 more. This card is insane. You have to play this card in the main deck, 1,000,000,000%. Droplet, really cool interaction. You normal a twin, going second, and they imperm or whatever. You just chain droplet, send the twin, dodge the imperm, and then get another card. So it's really strong.
This deck really cares about those interactions, those small interactions.
Easily.
It really does determine if you win a game at this point.
Yeah, I will say this deck feels really easy, but piloting it properly wins you the games. And then 3 copies of Secret Password, which searches 1 of these. So you play 3 copies of Snitch, and I played 2 copies of Home. I was actually playing 3 copies of Home, and I really enjoyed it. I don't think I needed the third copy today, but this is like your standard ratio. This is, I literally explained it to my opponents, but the password is Rhoda for Rhoda, Snitch is Rhoda, and then this is E-Telly by discarding a card. Literally easy as can be.
This deck has so many built-in amazing cards.
Mount Fuji. Triple copies of Crossout, and then the 1 copy of Reborn. This card actually came up. Oh, sorry, caught my bad. Reborn.
There's Reborn.
And then shout out to Logan for the Feather Duster.
Yeah, last night he wasn't
41st
painting
card.
this, and I was like, you should probably play back row hate because that's going to happen. We're a local, so we know our locals obviously built to your local, wherever you're playing. But yeah, this card wasn't in there, so shout out to me. I won.
Do you see this map? I won it because of this card.
You won it because of me.
I won because of this card, so yeah, it's insane. Dex at 41, I think that is correct. Everyone 40 versus 40, shout out to Austin, but 41 is the way.
Yeah, if you're new here, 41
41
just
is
the
my
vibe.
number all the time. Every invite I've ever had, this is number 4 now, it is 41.
Wow.
Extra deck. The best card in this extra deck. Legitimately the best card in this extra deck. If you are playing Live Twins and you're not playing this card, cut a card and find a room for it. It is Lingaribo.
Yo, this boy!
This card, I know it sounds wild.
It was too soon. Cars still hurt.
This card says whenever your opponent activates a trap card, you contribute this and negate it. It dodges unevenly in the finals. It dodges Imperm when you're trying to extend. It can dodge Eldritch cards. It can dodge like Torrential. It dodges
Purple cards.
It's insane. This card is so great, and all of your starters are Cybers. This card just needs to be banned. Like, they just ban this card, please. This card is so silly. And then the other card that actually came up a couple times today, not for the back row popping, but for the fact that it is a fiend and you are fiend locked, and that it's 1900 damage is Phoenix. And then we are playing pretty standard here: 3 red, 2 blue. When you do not control the other color, you can special the other one from graveyard, and then this one pops a card while you control red. Red draws you a card while you control blue. And the reason that this deck is actually just like insane is we are playing triple copies of Trouble Sunny.
Wow.
This card is wild. I think my opponents had to read this card every time. I explained it to them a billion times. It is a quick effect to tag out and special summon one and or the other. You do not mandatory have to special both. So if your opponent like imperms this, you just chain it, bring back red, and then when you just get to play, you go red effect, bring back blue. Blue still pops a card. You don't get to draw, but like you still get a pop.
Shout out to the deck for being maxed.
Insane. Minus the Veiler.
Well, I mean like
Feels
the core.
And then our OTK button, transcode. We are not playing access code.
That's a funny looking access code.
Yeah, we're not playing transcode, or we're not playing unicorn. We're not playing access code. Transcode is 1 card combo. Once you have your engine online, you just have the 2 twins. It is red, blue. Any normal summon gets you to this, and then you just this effect bring back. You can draw a card, or you can pop a card. This becomes Trouble Sunny because they are co-linked. This is 38. This is 28. You go battle, effect, tag out. Bam. This is now 16. This is 11. I think that's over like 9K. So
it's over 9,000.
it's wild. And then this actually only came up once today, but it is the Zeus package. It is Sky Cavalry, the Downer Magician, and the 1 copy of Zeus. Cards were insane. I don't think I actually used this card's effect, but in theory, it's really good. Once they've used like DPE, you can like bounce it back to the extra. You could just do so much with this. Like it's a really good card. And then obviously Zeus is just like this card is so strong. Zeus is so good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And then I guess side deck real fast.
Yeah, side deck. Why not? We're here.
The best card in the side deck was triple copies of Droll.
Really?
Yeah. I cut Lancia last minute for Droll because every deck that gets hurt by Lancia gets destroyed by Droll. Every deck that is banishing cards is searching multiple cards. So I was like, you know what? I can have Lancia or I can have Droll. I feel like Droll just covers more. It does more. It puts in more work. It covers like the rogue matchups. And then for like the meta stuff, 3 copies of Token Collector. Legit did not side this card once, except for Logan, and it felt really bad, but I drew it every time.
Love that for me.
Sword. It's
so cool. I didn't want my invite.
It's so good against Sword Soul. It's so good against the Brave stuff. It's good against like I know it's not like really popular in the meta, but it's really good against like Dinosaur. This card is just really, really free, and it's live in hand or in grave, so you can just like discard it off of your E-Telly to special, and then it's a live card still. And then the newest addition to the side deck, and probably the second best card in the side, was triple copies of Lightning Storm.
Oh yeah.
This was evenly. This comes in against combo matchups, and it also comes in against back row matchups. Dual purpose. I won against Flu today. Shout out to Dom.
Shout out to Dom. We were his only losses.
I opened Lightning Storm and Droplet. So like you take care of the back row, you take care of the monsters, and bam. Like this card was insane. And then for the back row, shout out Shout out to Cody too. I feel bad. There's so many shout outs, but last night Cody was on stream. Check out the Twitch if you haven't checked out the Twitch before. And Cody was on stream. He's like, yo, you know what? You literally don't lose to combo decks. You lose to back row. So we are maxing on triple Lightning Storm, triple Twin, double Cosmic, and one Reboot.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're not losing to back row decks today. Favorite play of the day, once again, Para! Activate, engage, chain Cosmic. GG's. That was it. That's the deck. The deck was insane. Matchups were DDD, Cyber Dragon, Dragoon, Thunder Dragon, Sky Strikers, Sword Soul.
Sword Soul twice.
Sword Soul.
Love that.
Fluanderees, and then Sky Striker again. So it was like a decent spread of like mainly like meta tier 1.5, tier 2 decks. And bam, like it feels really good. I love this mat. I'm really stoked that we got this. It's not as cool as the needle fiber one that we won last year, but this is still...
I don't know, I think this one,
You like this one more?
I'm full simping for this mat.
Yeah, this deck was insane. I highly recommend picking up this deck. You don't have to pay $8 grand to play this version. They do come supers and ultras, but if this format is not my favorite right now. There's just like a lot of Scythe, a lot of DPE, a lot of this other crap going around. If you're looking for like a cool like little anti-meta rogue deck, this deck destroyed everything in the room
I wouldn't
today.
even say anti-meta. I think this deck just flies under the radar
Yeah,
really well.
yeah.
Like,
and no one knows what to do when they hand trap it. Like, you always
like,
have extenders. They're like, oh, this is a normal summon reliant deck. And it's like, cool,
Yeah.
extender, you just get to play for free.
Yeah, people just don't respect the deck, and I think that's why it does so well. So, I mean, shout out to you. You've been piloting this deck forever. Since it came out.
I think we literally opened like 5 cases trying to pull these collectors. Right? We didn't buy these. We pulled every one of these.
We have loved this deck since the day it came out. So, like, the fact that he finally got on top of it is really gratifying.
It's
yes, I didn't get my invite, but I already had my invite, so it's okay, for everyone wondering. But it just felt bad being paired against Bryan twice and in Top Cut. It felt really bad. But it's fine. At least he followed through. I was going to roast him on Twitter if he didn't. So it's all right. But anyway, super proud of Bry Guy. Make sure you leave some nice comments for Bry Guy in the comments. We'll have other deck profiles going up in the next few days. But thank you guys so much for being our moral support, being our backbone. And we love you. Shout out to Millennium and everyone here.
Everyone that's left.
Yeah, and everyone who left. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. We love you. You matter. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
See you.